You're watching video 15 in our 21 video series called Steal This Look, where we show you looks that you can easily create with a heat press to make money in a variety of markets. If you're interested in the look that we're about to create and want to download high-resolution photography of that look to market to your customers, well, just click the link in the description after you learn how to print this item. We're in the category of workwear and talking specifically about the construction market. And outerwear is a big opportunity in this market because you have a lot of outdoor work sites where the workers need to stay warm. They also need something tough and rugged. So we'll look no further than this dry duck jacket that meets the mark for all of those things. Now, when we create this look, we'll be adding a little touch of visibility with our retro reflective 3M reflective heat transfer film. You can order this pre-cut like this as a transfer, so you just press it, or you can buy it by the roll to cut on your vinyl cutter. Let's talk about some of the considerations for printing these highly profitable jackets over at the heat press. We're operating on our 16 by 20 Hotronix Autoclam heat press. I've equipped it with the caddy stand to make it threadable. Very important when you're decorating outerwear that you want to get rid of this bulk, these zippers, these extra linings that are involved, because those will print through to the other side and damage the result. So with this heat press, I'll be able to split my jacket open and thread it onto the lower platen. So you'll load it kind of upside down, but that gets rid of all of your seam structure here, so I can get a nice flat printing area. Now let's make sure my design will fit here in between the shoulders that I'm looking to print, and it does just fine. One thing I am noticing is that there's this thick seam up on the platen on this bottom part. I'm worried that that may mark up. This is a 100% cotton shell, but I think I'd have better results if I went to my 11 by 15 platen. So I like showing you throughout these videos the trial and error and how you would load and think through something, and then how you would adjust for it. So it's very important, if you have a heat press, that you have interchangeable platens. I'm going to grab my 11 by 15 platen. I'm going to load it horizontally. You can load it vertical or horizontal. I'm going to lock it into place. And now let's try to load that jacket to see if we can get rid of that one bulky seam that may mark up when I print it. So in this case, I'll load it. There we go. That seam falls right down over the edge off the back of the press, and I get a nice center back design. Now, this is a hoodie. So I'll flip the hood up, kind of see where it falls down when somebody's wearing it. I do not want to cover up my design, so I'm going to print it just slightly lower than I normally would. So I'm just going to shift my jacket down, and then I'll be able to check my pressure and complete a preheat. Use your cover sheet. Attempt to lock the press down. Because I've changed the platen, there's too much thickness there, so I'm going to retract the pressure to get it to a more appropriate pressure where I can lock the machine down without damaging the machine or the jacket. There we go, and I lock it down. I'm at a 4, which is a nice medium pressure for this 11 by 15 platen, and that also acts as a preheat to my jacket when I'm testing that to get it nice and flat. As you load the next jacket on, it'll already be set. No worries if you're doing a custom order for many employees of this construction company. You won't have to recheck the pressure, but you definitely want to preheat every jacket. 3M high visibility reflective material is great for heavy duty workwear. It applies accurately, and it's very functional when it's being worn for low light conditions. Position it, cover it, and lock it down for the appropriate time at the appropriate temperature. In this case, we're at 325 degrees, 10 to 20 seconds. This product calls for a cold peel. So after my machine opens up, I'll go ahead and remove the jacket from the press, let it cool completely down, and then we'll peel it together. Once it's cooled down, you'll just grab at the corner and you'll peel it away. Carrier removes very easily from this material to reveal your completed result. Now, one really important thing that I mentioned when printing outerwear is checking your fabric construction to make sure your materials or your transfer that you're using is compatible. 3M has no problem sticking to this 100% cotton outer shell on this jacket. I do want to, however, point out one thing, that you're getting just what looks like a little bit of a heat press mark on this jacket. Not to worry, we've decorated this item before, and basically what you have there is the moisture leaving the cotton. Once the moisture returns back to the garment, you won't see that heat press mark at all. So let it sit for a couple hours before delivering it to your client, pick up some of the humidity in the room, and you'll have a perfect product that's ready to present. Now, if you're anxious to give it to your customer, hit it with a light mist spray and it'll return the color back sooner. So what do you think? Is this a product that you can be printing in your business? I think so. There's actually not much to it. You just need to have the right transfer for the job, the right heat press, and the right platen. Make sure you load it properly and follow the application instructions to a T. You'll get quality results every time. It's something that not only you'll be able to sell once, but they'll come back for repeat orders. There's not a whole lot of folks out there wanting to print outerwear. They're intimidated by it. It's something you can easily do with your heat press. So get started by clicking the link in the description below and downloading the full guide.